Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Health Made Easy. I'm your host, Dr. Jason Jones, your practical voice in a world of confusing health information. And we are in part 3 of our series on stay strong and stay healthy at any age. And this month we are focusing on immune health. And today is the day that we're going to be talking about the gut and the digestive tract and immunity and what you can do to actually enhance it. But also maybe some things you can do to actually destroy it too, which would be really good if you didn't do that. Now, it has been over the years sort of this erroneously believed that bacteria had little or nothing to do with our well-being. But recent research, and it's just been flooded the last probably 10 to 15 years, has made it super clear that bacteria contribute greatly to our immunity and our overall well-being, especially the bacteria found in the gut, on our skin, and a whole host of other places. Now, there are over 10,000 different species and trillions of microorganisms in your gut. Yes, trillions, and they all form what is called the gut microbiome. So it is not far-fetched when people say things like, well, we're just more bacteria than we are human, and that's true. We're typically outnumbered 4 to 10 to 1. Now, the gut microbiome, or where all the little gut bugs live, impacts many bodily processes, including your weight, surprisingly, digestion, no shocker there, and your level of concentration, your mood, and so much more. However, there are pathogenic bacteria, or bad guys, and good, friendly bacteria in there as well. The same way that the bad guys or bad bacteria can overpopulate your gut, good guys can too. That's why I always talk about, when we talk about probiotics, is you don't take the same one all the time. You need some sort of diversity in there, because you will start to develop what's called a monoculture, which is not good. And again, you can Google that. Now, when you change the way that you eat, it can change the expression of your genes by boosting the population of the microbiome with diverse microbial cells, or basically good and bad guys. Cutting out processed foods, adding more prebiotic fiber is essential to create that biodiversity. Now, probiotic-rich foods such as sauerkraut, kefir, etc., there's so many other things, we'll get into that later. They work really well to introduce strong microbes into the gut, supporting a more efficient gut microbiome, or a gut population of these bacteria. Now, this has a strong influence on your immunity, and we'll show you how that works. So, how do gut bacteria impact immunity? So, your immune system has a role to protect your body from pathogens or bad guys or foreign bodies, and it basically consists of a group of cells, organs, and proteins that work together to protect your body from germs, viruses, pathogens. And when your immune system is working perfectly fine, it goes unnoticed. But when it is not in good condition, your defenses become weak in terms of, fighting off these things. And many opportunistic bacteria and pathogens swoop in and outnumber the good bacteria. So you got to understand that viruses, bacteria, fungus, they're not inherently bad. They're not necessarily inherently good. Yes, there are goods and bads, but they are opportunistic, meaning when they see an environment that looks like they could come in there and they could set up shop relatively easy and they could multiply, they are going to go for that. Just like when the bad guy sees you on the street and you look like a person that they don't want to mess with, they're looking for an easy target. And so do these guys as well. So, how does your gut or your digestive tract come into play? Well, many studies have clearly shown how human cells and these microbes co-evolve together in what's called a symbiotic relationship. We just sort of live together harmoniously. The immune system has a strong link with gut bacteria. And like we mentioned earlier, most of the human microbiota present in the gut, which is all your bacteria, viruses, and fungus, and so does about 70 to 80% of your immune system. Now, your immune system is much more than the gut, but that's sort of the current talk, is that 70 to 80% of the immune system is located in the gut. Now, both the gut bacteria and the immune system work together harmoniously to eliminate harmful bad guys and to ensure that the body is protected. Now, the gut influences the strength of the immune system, which in turn forms the diversity of various types of bacteria, virus, and fungus in the gut. But throughout your life, other factors like diet, lifestyle habits, stress, and the environment shape the composition of those microbes in your gut or in your digestive tract. Now, the gut bacteria act as a gatekeeper, and they teach the immune cells, especially the T cells, to identify and distinguish between foreign bad guys and from our own tissue. Now, when the antibodies produced by the body cannot access certain pathogens or bad guys that attack our own body cells, the T cells come in and they handle the situation and destroy the infected cells. And this process is known as cell-mediated immunity. We talked about that in the last podcast. If you missed that one on the bone marrow, you got to go back and listen to that. That one's probably worth a listen multiple times over because it's so important. And so is this one. But that's why it's important to maintain a proper immune system, a proper powerful immune system that communicates well with the gut. And with everything working normally, the gut sends signals for the development of a healthy immune function that it regulates and regulates the immune system. In return, the immune system supports an increase in the population of healthy microbes in the gut. So when the gut and the immune system are in good working order, your body responds to pathogens and tolerates harmless bacteria quite well, preventing autoimmune responses and ensuring your overall well-being. So to enhance the function of gut bacteria, here's a couple of things. Eat organic foods. Decrease or eliminate fluoride. Yes, fluoride. Like fluoride-free toothpaste. Filter your water at home. Cut out processed foods. Include more prebiotic fiber in the diet, like beans and vegetables and probiotics in your diet, but also eliminating as much as you possibly can, not taking antibiotics because they do destroy your gut bacteria. Yes, they kill viruses or they kill bacteria, but they kill good guys too, even though they kill the bad guys. So when your gut is filled with the good guys, okay, in a proper ratio to the bad guys, they have to live together. Your whole body enjoys it as your immune system stays strong and it stays on guard, but it's not overreacting or working when it shouldn't work. But again, remember, your immune system, just like your muscles, will get weak when they're not exercised. So you have to be exposed to things. You are always being exposed to things. They say the average person has 70 to 80 infections going on at any point in time in their body. So it's a natural thing, but just understand that your immune system knows what to do when it's working correctly, and it knows how to handle it. Hey, this is Dr. Jason Jones signing out. I'll see you guys on the next podcast. And if you have not already gone on and subscribe to this channel on whatever podcast player that you're listening to it on, go ahead and do that and make sure you never miss an episode, and we'll see you on the next one. See you guys later. Bye-bye.